Right now, we find ourselves in the small, charming, quaint community of Malham in the Yorkshire Dales. And this is where we're starting our hike for today. It's about a 12-kilometer round. I believe this way is going to take me to the Lone Tree. The locals don't seem to know what the Lone Tree of Malham is, and yet in the photography world, to me, it seems quite famous, quite popular. There's been some amazing photographers travel from far and wide to shoot the Lone Tree. Hey, that's what's brought me here today. So hey, we're going to start the hike. Hopefully I'm on the right trail here because it is a little bit confusing. But hopefully we're on the right trail. We're going to start the hike. It's Gary here with Gary Clayton Photography. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Grey, cloudy. It rained and rained and rained all the way from the Manchester airport, where I arrived probably 2.5 hours ago from an overnight flight from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, my home. Let's head up this trail. It's going to take us somewhere. The snow on the top of the hills behind me. This might be interesting. Let's go. And let's see if we can find the infamous, mysterious lone tree of Malham. Don't know. We'll see. Let's go. So far the first mile and a half out of Malham, it's a good solid steep climb, but my goodness, it's so beautiful, so picturesque. I could spend all day just in this last half a mile that I've hiked. I could spend all day just photographing that alone. It's absolutely stunning. What an absolutely beautiful location it really is. Okay, just thought I'd give you an update. Let's keep going. Now, just for a point of interest, Malham is located within the Yorkshire Dales National Park. If you recall from maybe other of my videos, it's one of my most favorite places to be. It's absolutely beautiful here. I was delayed getting here, and that was due to the rental car company ripped me off royally. Eurocar, in connection with rentalcars.com, absolutely ripped me off at the airport royally. The price ended up being almost triple what I was supposed to pay for the rental car with unlimited mileage and full insurance package. But you know what? That's all I'm going to say about that right now. I'm not going to make this video into a rant, although I do feel like it sometimes today. But Eurocar and rentalcars.com, they ripped me off today. That's it. Okay, enough of that. We're in such an amazing place. The hike continues. Dry stone walls everywhere. As we climb higher, we start to see a little bit of snow now. More snow in the higher elevations, which is always nice for photography. I was doubtful that there'd be any snow here because they've been having very warm temperatures, or quite mild temperatures. Of course, at home in Canada, we got lots of snow. And lots of snow. And cold. Very, very cold. But not here. It's pleasant. I'm going to say it's about plus 5 or 6 degrees Celsius. There is a breeze at about maybe 15 kilometers, but it's pleasant. It's very pleasant. Yeah. Okay, now right here in the distance, I've got my GoPro Hero 7 Black on maximum zoom right now to bring that tree closer to us. That tree looks pretty much like what I'm expecting to find for the Malham Lone Tree. the limestone type of rocks, if you will, all around it. Excuse me. Excuse me for that cough. But the limestone rocks around it look right. The location's pretty close, but it seems too big to me. I'm doubting if that's the tree. We're going to check things out a little closer. We've got some beautiful sky right now. It would be a great tree to photograph anyhow, but we'll see. Let's see what happens. Okay, so the tree in the distance behind me, that is the tree. It looked too big to me, but nope, it's the tree, because as I hike further up the lane, I see a small area of parking. I see a little wooden gate, and I also see these little steps in the wall. And those little steps, I've also seen those on other videos and other photographers that have come here to photograph that tree. Hey, we've come a long way to photograph this tree. Let's climb over this wall. Let's go over to that said tree and let's find us a composition. Right now we've got some interesting skies going on. This could be good. Okay, so right now I've just got behind some rocks. In the last 20 or 30 minutes, the temperature dropped by, wow, a good 10 degrees all of a sudden. As soon as the sky started brightening, it was as though a cold front has come through. The winds have picked up horrendously. When we started this hike, they were at about 5 kilometers. As we ascended, as we climbed, that increased to about 15 kilometers. But up here, I'm going to say around 30, 35, maybe even 40 kilometers in strength. So indeed, we have found the lone tree. We found exactly what we were looking at, or looking for. As I was looking at it from that small trail a while back when there was a doubt whether that was the lone tree, I was looking at it at an angle that I haven't seen it from before. As I moved around and got in a better position, if you will, more of a photogenic or photographic position, it instantly came super clear. This is indeed the lone tree of Malham. So we're definitely here. Fine, it's not raining, the sky's clearing. As I've said, temperature dropping, got the tube back on again. I took it off for a while, but put it back on, really cold. We're going to set up today. We're going to shoot with the Canon 5D Mark II. We're going to be on a tripod. We're going to use the 24 to 70mm lens. Because of the wind, the tree is moving quite abruptly. So I guess I'm not going to be slowing things down too much today if I want this tree to be reasonably sharp in the image. Let's get set up, let's see what it looks like, and let's then talk about the settings that we might use to create the image we want to capture today. Let's go, let's do that. Okay, we're set up on the tripod. The wind just keeps continuing to increase. 50mm focal length, f8, ISO 100 is giving me 1/400th of a second. So it's really got significantly brighter. The sun, 90 degrees to the lens. So of course, I'm using my lens hood. This time, I've set a 10-second timer. I've set a 10-second timer because hopefully that'll give me enough time to move myself around and protect the camera from two things. The wind that's really strong, and help to eliminate or at least reduce any possibility of lens flare from the sun at the 90-degree angle. So hey, let's depress that shutter button. Let's get ourselves in a position. We're blocking the sun from the lens. We're blocking the camera from the wind. And there is my shot. Hey, we came a long way. Whoa, we came a long way to get that one shot. So we're going to mess around a little bit, maybe try some different compositions, maybe some vertical orientation. Let's see what else we can do. I'm glad we're here. Ooh, that wind really wants to blow me over. Okay, now almost the same composition, just a few feet to the left of where we were. Again, 10-second timer on the camera. I am blocking the wind. I am blocking the sun from the lens. there's my shot, there's my composition that you can see, and if we got anything whatsoever out of that shot, I'm going to pop that up right now for you to look at. Okay, so the hike continues from the lone tree of Malham. Now, just for a point of interest, it was about 2 years ago I first got the inspiration to come to this location and shoot this tree. That was courtesy of Adam, First Man Photography, one of his videos where he was shooting this particular scene, this tree. That inspired me to come here today and shoot it. Also, the directions to find that tree came from to me from another video from another English photographer, and unfortunately, and I'm embarrassed to say this, I can't remember the gentleman's name right now. Well, I just can't think of it. So I am going to put it in at the bottom there in a caption. So yeah, thank you Adam, First Man Photography, and thank you at the bottom of the screen for the directions. Okay, let's carry on. Next, the Malham Tarn. It's going to be quite choppy today. It's going to be rough. The wind is strong. Right here it's a little bit sheltered, which is nice. But hey, seeing we're here, we're going to shoot it because I've no idea when I'll get here again. The Yorkshire Dales. Absolutely magnificent. We're looking across the Tarn. I have the GoPro zoomed in as much as I can. There's the estate house in the hills, nestled in the trees, and there's the boathouse at the shoreline. That is what I came to photograph. Now, unfortunately, in the haste this morning and the issues with the rental, unfortunately, this morning, with the issues of the car rental, the haste, the delay getting up here to Malham, I totally forgot to take out of my checked suitcase my 70 to 200mm lens and put it in my hiking pack, which means I don't have it with me. The longest lens I have with me is 70mm, my 24 to 70. It's not long enough for the shot that I wanted, but we're here. We're gonna take this shot anyhow and make the best of it. Excuse me if I have a runny nose. Oh boy, I'm still trying to get over the cold I've been fighting now for probably a month. This doesn't seem to want to go away. I do apologize about that. So yeah, we're on the tripod again, the Canon 5D Mark II, the 24 to 70. I put a polarizer on there, f22. I want to smooth out the lake, but I still want it to have a little character to it. I don't just want it to look like a milk pond. I want to smooth it out with character. So what this is giving me, it's giving me a 1 second exposure. I again have a 10-second timer, so I can have time to get between the wind and the camera and capture the image. Okay, now I may want to slow things down a little more, so I'm going to continue. I'm going to set up. I'm now going to go with a neutral density filter, maybe just a 4-stop, and see how that works. Let's get set up and see what happens. So what I've elected to do, I've elected to go with a 2-stop. So a 2-stop ND filter only. Don't forget I have a polarizer on there also. So there's 2 stops or thereabouts. There's my 10-second timer. Let's capture this shot. And there it is. There's the shot. You know what? I noticed the end of the camera vibrating. I wasn't stood in the right place. I'm going to take that shot again, and I'm just going to concentrate on blocking the camera from wind. The wind is strong. There's my shot again. Okay, you know what? what a great place to be. And I'm so going to enjoy the hike back into the village of Malham. I'm going to pack up this gear, we're going to head back. If anything interesting happens next, I'll show you. Well, the hike continues. We're heading along a ridge line here. Malham Cove is at the other side of this ridge line. I had thought about shooting Malham Cove, but the day is just progressing a little too rapidly for me to get everything I might like to have done today. All that means is one day we're going to have to come back here again and carry on. But having said that, we're heading back down to the small community village of Malham. There we're going to grab the car again and we're going to head over to our first night's accommodation, which is at the Black Bull Inn in High Bentham. From what I understand, it's about 30 minutes drive from Malham, and there we're going to spend our first night. Tomorrow promises to be exciting. Tomorrow early we're going back to the Ribblehead Viaduct. We was there 1 year ago, and if you recall, if you actually watched that video, we didn't have time to do everything that day either, hence that's why we're back again this year. What I'd like to do tomorrow is hike, I believe it's called the Whernside Fell, and I believe it's the highest fell in the Yorkshire Dales. So we want to hike that tomorrow. There's a river, waterfall. I'm hoping to get some good shots, elevated shots of the viaduct itself. So we're going to see what happens with that. We're going to see what the weather's like and how we progress tomorrow. So hey, as always, thank you for watching my channel. If you like what we're doing, please give me a like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. I will get back to you. Any questions you have. Oh boy, there's a really big bull in this field. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I don't know if you can see him in the GoPro or not, but he's over there. Damn, that makes me wonder. I don't know if you can see that guy, but he's a big bull. He probably doesn't look very big in the GoPro, but he looks big to me. Oh well. Anyhow, as I was saying, please like, share, comment, subscribe. If you do leave a comment, I will get back to you. If you have any questions, ask them. As always, I'm going to go grab a coffee. So let's have that coffee. Let's sit back and let's look at some of the images for today. Thank you. Bye-bye. See you next time. So there's that bull I was talking about, by the way. I don't see any horns, so that's a good thing. But anyhow, I noticed way over in the distance there's another one. You probably can't see him in the GoPro, but anyhow, there he is. Doesn't seem to be bothering anybody. Seems to be enjoying eating the grass, which is great. Okay, just thought I'd throw that in there.